Hello everybody, this is Nick Federoff and we are on a road trip. We decided to cruise on by to the Four Seasons Los Angeles in Beverly Hills, and we found somebody digging around in the plants and the bushes. He's like the head gardener over here, but it's a little bit more intensified than that. Mr. Robert Colin. RC, how you doing?
RC, I'm doing great.
Great.
Doing great.
Well, thank you for
enjoying every day of it.
Well, thank you for taking time out and visiting with us over here. And I'm not kidding. We actually see you fanny and elbows out here doing all kinds of gardening on your property.
My thing. Yeah.
Yeah. How did you get interested in gardening in the first place?
Well, I was born in the flower business. My dad had a flower shop on West Adams. You know, we're natives. We live here in Los Angeles. Had a flower shop on West Adams, and as soon as you're old enough to, I guess, walk or a little bit beyond, you're into the flowers. So flowers and plants and landscape has always been in our family's blood.
So you had pretty much no choice. You were enveloped in it. You were.
Yeah, and it grows. It grows. It's great. It's a fabulous hobby.
Well, what I really find interesting is how when you come here to the Four Seasons, you see so many very well professionally taken care of plants, but at the same time, the combinations of the plants gives you a very warm feeling.
Thank you.
I understand that you're the primary inspiration, especially where you eat. You got all those plants and herbs upstairs. That's so cool.
I got that too. RC and JC's herb garden.
Yes, yes.
So we do that, and we do a lot in succulents. Mm-hmm. But here in the Weatherly garden, which we call this the Weatherly garden,
okay.
All this wonderful space here and the planting, it's as tropical and lush as you could get. And if anybody, yourself included, have an idea to make it better, lay it on me.
Okay,
I'll do it.
We'll definitely do that. Well, you know, I understand that you are under the official king of succulents, and one of the reasons being is by your masterpiece, which is right behind us over here. Tell us a little bit about this. How did this all come together?
Well, it came together when I ran into a guy at a flower show who was making tubes, long tubes. Mm-hmm. And putting succulents in it, and I was fascinated with it. And as I got to know him and work with him, I saw it's very simple. At Home Depot, they sell this construction cloth. It's the cloth that they use against concrete.
Okay.
I buy this big roll, and then I cut it into pieces this big, this big, this big. And then I give it as long as you want, and I give it to a seamstress, sew it up, and then at one end I take copper wire or stainless steel wire, and I tie it, and then we have a little makeshift machine that pumps the soil in it. That's the hardest part of it, is to get the soil down in this tube.
Because it is an actual tube.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the smaller it is, the harder it is to get the tube, to get the soil in there. And then once it's in there and nice and firm, then we take the other end and we tie it. And now we have a long rope. And we could do what we did here by doing a lattice wall. We call it our wedding wall. And it needs a little more light than we have here. But up at the pool deck and in the lounge area, we've done some succulent walls where it gets a lot of light and they're very, very plush. So
these are literally your creations.
Yeah,
I mean,
they live right in this. You take a super sharp knife or a blade knife, and you cut a hole in it, take a pencil, stick the pencil into it, take the succulents, stick it into it in any kind of design that you want. You can make it all one kind, or you can make it a wave of one type and another wave of another, and get as creative as you want. And if you water it properly, like once a week, give it a good watering with a hose. it's great.
Now,
Here it's a little more difficult.
Now, are you watering it just with sprinkling it with the hose,
Yeah.
or that's how
Yeah.
it's getting done?
Yeah.
Oh,
A
okay.
little bit tough because it's hard to get. It's a little messy,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that's the trade-off.
Now, I thought it was pretty fascinating. I was here a little bit earlier while we were setting up, and there was a gentleman that was helping you baby these things,
Yeah.
and I thought I found it fascinating because I'm looking at him and he's just poking in these
Yeah.
these succulents in there, and I'm looking, what's he doing? And I've been doing this for a long time, and my thinking was that, well, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to get your cutting, but it's going to be rooted already. None of this is rooted ahead of time.
no.
You're just sticking it right into the soil.
We
Boom,
are.
that's it.
We are.
And before you know it, it starts growing for you.
Right. Yeah.
That's really good. Now, I would like to talk a little bit about the herb garden that you do have over here,
Okay.
and I've noticed that you've done something that is really, to me, it's kind of Art Deco, and it's very futuristic, and it's something that people could do by maximizing the space with the way you've tiered the
Yeah.
herb garden.
Yeah, because space is important, and we want to fill it in. And my brother grows the succulents from seed. He has a greenhouse,
Uh-huh.
and from seed he grows not the succulents but
herbs.
the herbs, and then he brings me the herbs, and we plant them up in our garden there, and it's pretty exciting. My brother Joe, my partner, is also very much into gardening. My whole family is. The whole family is. My brother Joe happens to be a farmer, though. He has 9 acres and grows strawberries and tomatoes.
Oh, was that right?
And carrots and whatever. And I kind of stick to the succulent, but succulents are my therapy.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's nice.
really great.
Now, I understand that after this, we should actually hop on over and get on the freeway and go down to your place, because you have a botanical wonderland at your house.
It's different. It's different. You will not have seen a garden like it anywhere.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I take a lot of pride in it. In fact, this afternoon I'll be going back and checking out my garden.
Seeing what's going on over there,
Yeah,
digging plants up and all that. Well, that
Absolutely.
is just a lot of fun. You know, you're just a really great inspiration for us to know that you can become a part of something that is so therapeutic, and it ends up becoming a beautiful masterpiece at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works really well.
Yeah, we get a lot of compliments here at the hotel. It's a jolly just to walk the hotel. If your guests want to see something very cool, and we travel all over the world, and we always go to gardens and see different gardens. This is a very interesting garden to see.
Yeah.
And you could do this level, get up on the 4th floor and look at our pool area. Beautiful, beautiful pool area.
Oh, that's
It's
really nice.
great.
Well,
We take a lot of pride in it, a lot of pride. This is a very, very important part of our life, is right here.
And it really does show, especially when you live in we live in an urban forest over here in the greater Los Angeles area. To see these little paradises like this is just so nice.
Cool.
Well, with that, I want to thank you for allowing us to come over here and to
bet.
invade your privacy. And
Anytime.
I look forward to seeing the changes and the other things you're going to be doing over here. Very
My
good.
man.